Birds jumping and I hear my name, grasping into life. Life is happy, but
Hi there, this is your girl Adesilver. I'm going to show you how to make bag with used rice bag. So watch out for the video, and if you want to practice, you will like it as a shopping bag. It's very easy to use and it lasts long. I've made this now, been using it for over a year and it's
So the
still going
measurement of the
good.
handle is 14 inches
Thank
by
you.
4
Stay
inches,
tuned.
and you can use it, you can do it according to choice. You can choose to make yours longer, and you can choose to make it shorter, and you can also choose to make it wider. So after folding it, this is how it's going to look. But when folding it, you fold from both edge of the handle, and now fold everything together to make it firm. It look like a shape of a ruler, right? So that's how you should fold yours. This will help you hide all the rough edges. So after sewing this particular side that you folded, you also sew the try and sew the place on fold to make it look so flat. So you have to also control it as you are sewing it so that it doesn't bend or shift, just to make sure you get a straight line sewn. Fine. Now that you're done with that, go to the other folded part, the folded area, the place of fold rather, and sew it again. So this will help you get a flat sewn handle. And note that this method you are using to sew this handle, you can also use same method to sew strap that you use for taping in case you don't have access to getting belts that will be used for taping this bag. You know, I told you that the measurement of the main bag is 25 inches by 13 inches. All you need to do now is to notch the midpoint. After that, you take a measurement from the midpoint, like 2 inches apart from the midpoint on both sides of the midpoint, to help you place your handle right. Make sure you are doing it evenly. So I took 2.5 inches here from the midpoint. Then I did the same thing on the other side. And before placing the bag, and make sure you repeat the same thing when you are facing the under handle so that they don't divert from each other, it's aligned with each other. So this is how I'm going to place it. This is going to be inside of the bag. I want you to note that. So I'm placing the handle from the inside because I want to double stitch it and make it more secure since it's going to be a shopping bag. So I also want you to do likewise to make your bag durable and reliable in case you are selling it, because you can actually do this as a business and it's not going to cost you much. It's just going to cost you your used bag, like recycling your used rice bag or uh, any green bags that you have at home that you're no longer using. So it's just a way of recycling it. So I've sewn that. You see, I backstitched it when I was sewing it just to make it secure. So next thing, now you're going to sew the other side and you repeat the same thing I just did here on the other side when you're fixing the other hand. So I want you to watch carefully because I'll be showing the video of how I fix the other hand, because it's still the same process. I don't want this video to be too long, but I just want you to get the value of it. So if you have watched to this extent and you are enjoying this video, please don't forget to like, comment, because if you like and comment, it will make YouTube recommend my video to those who need it. Thank you very much. So I'm going to be putting this belt to sew it there. One, the belt is going to serve as decoration and also to reinforce the handle and also to hide the rough edges. So it's something you would like to add to it. I remember I told you this is inside the bag, the exterior of the bag. So the white side, which was the exterior of the bag before, is going to be the exterior, which was the interior of the bag before, is going to be the exterior of my shopping bag. I don't know why, I just want it to be plain. So all the paintings and the write-up will be inside the bag. So that's it. I fixed that belt. I'm going to use it to flip it over to the right side wish to be the right side of my bag. So this, like so, just like so. So I'm going to flip the black belt over, then I'll top stitch. So this plain part that is white is going to be my exterior. I don't know if I'm making sense. But if you have any question, you can drop it for me on the comment section. I don't mind. I don't mind making another video to explain that. So take your time when you are doing this so that you get a good result. And always remember to use matching thread. Most of the times that I use threads that are not matching is for the viewer to see it visibly and see what I'm doing. So please try and use matching thread when you are making yours to make it look more professional and more decent. Thank you. That's it. I'm done with that. The next thing is to what I did was I simply top stitched it. So I'm going to be fixing the other side, but off camera. I will still sew this particular place down. You can just go ahead and do it immediately so you don't forget, and so that it will be easy for you to do now before fixing the sides of the bag, because this bag has sides and the size depend on your choice. Just do your calculation well. Once you know what the base is going to be, let's assume the base is going to be 4 inches and the full bag is 25 inches. You know you have 21 inches left. So that 21 inches divided by 2, that is what you will get. And 21 inches divided by 2 is 10.5 inches. So definitely the side is going to be 4 inches by 10.5 inches. So that is how to calculate it. If you want me to do video on how to calculate your bags by yourself, like from your imagination, let me know. So that's that. If the side is going to be 4 inches, you have 21 inches left out of 25 inches that the whole bag was. So that is, if it's going to be the base of the side is going to be 4 inches. That's what I mean. So definitely the height of the side is going to be 10.5 inches because that's what we have left. Then if you are going to be folding it in, you add like 1 inch, making it 11.5 inches. But if you are going to be using something to tape it, it's going to be just be exact. You can just add 0.5 inches to make it 11 inches to give allowance for what you are going to sew at the lower part. So that's it. It's very simple. So this is the side that I'm sewing, and remember the side is, this particular side is 4 inches by 11 inches. It is 4 inches by 11.5 inches. I'm going to put that up there. 4 inches by 11.5 inches. So the next thing we're going to do now is to sew it to the one side of the edge and then sew the other side of the edge. If you realize, I told you the colored part of my bag is going to be inside. So you see that I'm sewing it outside because I also want the inside to be very neat and prevent it from fraying, because I'll be using it for shopping bag and I'll be putting a lot of heavy things inside. So I want it to be very neat. Inside will be very neat that you won't even see the traces of sewing inside. So I'm sewing the rough edges outside. All the seams are outside. That is what I mean. So the best thing you're going to do now, after fixing this side, I'm not going to be fixing the other side, the second side on camera. So you just use the same method to fix the second side. So I'm also going to add some finishing to the upper parts of the sides. You can choose to add the finishing before fixing it if you have your measurement correctly, but it's better you use this method so that if you have excess on the side, you'll be able to cut off before fixing the belt. So that's it. I've joined one side. So the next thing I'm going to be doing is to join the second side off camera, then come to show you how I'm going to cover all the rough edges. I mean all the rough seams that I've sewn outside. So that's it.
I'm just going to do that and put a belt to cover it, then cover all the rough edges that I've sewn outside. As I've told you earlier, this bed serves several purposes. First, the number one purpose is to cover the seams which are the rough edges. And second purpose is to beautify it. And third purpose is to reinforce it to make it last long and give it strength. It's just like adding bone to flesh. I don't know if this is making sense to you, but if you start practicing this, you understand better what I am talking about. And if you're a bag maker before now, you should know what I'm talking about. I'm taking my time to explain all this because of our newbies, somebody who have not tried making a bag before. This is something that you can actually start with. The very bag for beginners. This is something you can actually start with. So I have to cut off the rough edges so that where I'm sewing will be hard. Because if I sew on other strands, it won't be hard. It can easily pull off, and that will make my bag get spoiled. So I'll have to cut off all the rough edges to give me a better place to sew on. So now right now I'm done with that. The next thing, once I'm done with that, the next thing is to do the finishing by using my spark or candle to burn off all the excess thread, excess open places in the belt so that our bag will be done. So do you see that? So I'm going to place that belt on the side to cover the rough sewing there. I told you earlier. So this is what my finished look like. So the next thing now is to burn off all excess thread and all excess belts to prevent them from fraying and also make it look neat. So if you like this video, please give me a thumb up and help me share. Drop a comment. This will help YouTube to push this video to those who need it more. Thank you very much for watching to this. Alright, practice and let me know if you will do. And see you in my next video. Bye. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel and drop a comment for me. Also, let me know if you want me to make bigger size of this design and whatever you want me to work on. I also want to know where you are watching me from, and I will give a shout out in my next video. Thank you very much.